Kent, nice to meet you.
Hi,
Hi, nice to meet you, Eric.
Thank you.
Kent, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Ari looks awesome.
Eric.
Kent, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I like the shirts
Hi,
too.
Eric. Nice
I
to meet you.
appreciate the matching shirts.
Thank you very much.
Here we go.
No one wants their business to fail. Everyone puts time, effort, money, and so much more into their business. So why is it when we found out that here in Fresno, cards, comics, tabletop, and other food stores often struggle when it comes to marketing, like in any online presence, subpar websites, if a website at all, and inactive social medias. Marketing is one of the biggest things about a company. Not only it connects you to customers, converts potential customers to buying customers, but it also gets your name out there and gives you more opportunities to grow your business. Here at Geek Marketing, we discovered that just by having a website, we increase sales by 22%. Having any form of online presence, whether it's a website, social media, ads, or future brand awareness, 60%. Not to mention that 99% of your customers will take up your product online for actually making a purchase 99% of the time. So here at Geek Marketing, we realized that there's something we could do. So, started Marketing. Start your sales and stars. Let's meet our team. I'm Vincent Jimenez, the CEO.
I'm Sidon Castellan, the CMO.
I'm Jose Estrada, the CTO.
I'm Jason Gonzalez, the secretary.
And Aiden, the CFO.
So what's our problem? Our problem is that our customers either do not have the time or the knowledge of marketing to actually market for themselves. These business owners usually have their hands full, or that they have to do so many things that they don't have time to learn.
Now, what's our solution to this problem? So our solution is to provide these businesses with good quality advertisements, websites, website redesigns, social media management, and much more.
Now, let's take a look at our customer persona here. As you can see, Tommy has no time, being one of our key factors of us wanting him to be our customer. Now, he's on plenty platforms, and he has plenty of creativity too, but it's going to the trash because he has a lack of time. That's why we want him to be our customer so bad.
Now, for our unique values, we are exclusive, easily accessible, easy to manage, and cost efficient. We also started to expand our demographic to video games, anime, and DMV.
Now, let's take a look at our competition here. As you can see, Power only offers hands-on marketing, and so does Loops. But Loops got them up by one. They give web development. And us, we got them up by the whole industry. We are industry specific. We offer web development. We offer hands-on marketing. And in the future, we want to start doing our own conventions.
So here's our MVP recap. The things we did before our MVP is run an ad campaign. We went to a convention, and we also expanded our demographic. We discovered something crucial about our company as well, that instead of spending money on ad campaigns, which are expensive, it was a lot more cost efficient to actually go in person, pay the $45 fee to go into a convention, and get customers that way. We had a 800% more interest on our company than we had on the actual advertising.
Now, what did the MVP yield as in results? Well, not only did we expand our creativity when it comes to our graphic design, but oh my God, so much more came out of it. Like all of these potential clients here, as you can see, that are up.
Now, for our pivots. We ended up changing our prices, and we also started focusing more on social media management and website management.
Now, our marketing plan is fairly simple and also very efficient. Currently, we're posting on social media, trying to get all of the potential customers looking at us. We are going to conventions to even further expand that because you can never have your name too far out there. And also, we're talking to more clients because not only do we want to expand our business and get money, we want to expand their business, get them more clientele, and get them more money too. And in our future, we want to start posting even more on social media. I mean going the full mile. We want to start going to even more conventions, not just in California, but out of California. all over America, and we want to start hosting conventions with involved clients by giving them certain discounts on their booth.
Now, moving on to our products. So, for our products, we previously offered packages, but we still do offer those. Now, we mainly focus on websites, graphic ads, video ads, logos, social media management hours, website management, and online store management.
Alright, now for our market share. So we got 10% discount. So in our demographic, we looked up all the stores in the USA that fit in our demographic, and we found around 32,000 stores all around USA. And if people pay for our social media management, which could vary in price, but we decided on $550, we would get 385,000 units with 212 million revenue. And we picked out the big states with most of our demographic in: Florida, Texas, California, and New York. And combined with all those stores in those states, there will be around 10,000 stores combined. And we will get 127,000 units with 70 million revenue. And our year one revenue will come out to $1,700,000 with a 2.46% market share. And now the rest of our finances. So on the left is our startup cost, which comes around to about $18,000 with marketing costs, development, equipment, administrative, and consulting fees combined. And on the right is our SG&A costs with marketing costs, other selling costs, and salaries combined. That comes out to $988,000. And now our capital add. So we are asking $175,000 for 12.5% of our business, and we will use that on equipment, our most essential startup costs and SG&A costs to get us going. Traveling costs, because we want to go all across the country, not just here in California, so we can go to conventions.
Now, moving on to our key metrics. So, for our key metrics, we aim to have them by the second to third year. We want to at least have 100,000 followers on all of our platforms combined, host a convention, have at least 250 clients, and expand outside of California into all of our major states.
Now, let's take a look at our 3-year plan. Starting off with year 1. We want more clients, and we want to attend even more conventions.
Now, for our second year, we want to expand to New York, Florida, and Texas, and we also want to get our own booths at conventions.
Now, for year 3, this is where we actually want to host a convention and expand our employee bases.
So with technology all over the place, it's in our pockets, it's in our schools, in our homes, why miss out on such a big demographic? Here at Stargate Marketing, we value your time, and we believe time is money. Not only does our services help take that responsibility off your shoulders, but also give you more time to grow your own business. Here at Stargate Marketing,
Soaring your sales to the stars.
Thank you.
I think it's your,
am I gonna?
yeah, you've been going last. I feel like you should go first.
Well, now you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
I wish I had more to do. Great presentation, great energy. I mean, just you come out, you were clear, you're articulate, you're on theme. I really enjoyed that part. On the whole, and I know you're touching on a number of different industries, conventions, all kind of related to the comic book gaming space. On the whole, is that a growth industry?
Yes, we've actually talked to a lot of these people who actually talked to many anime stores, comic book stores, and all of them, they all seem to need marketing. We're actually about to talk to a store called This and That, who's about to expand their funding for marketing. So we're actually going to talk with them, and we're also going to be at the work with a company called J-Mark, the Japanese supplier stores, and we're going to work with them so that they can get, we're going to work with them. They're not going to be our clients, but they're going to help us get clients, and we're going to market for them so that they can get more clients. It's more of like a partnership.
Yeah, no, that's great. I will also say, I mean, gosh, I don't know how many of these I've seen. This is one of the best decks ever. It's just awesome. Like, great graphics. I mean, just really cool. If you guys are available, you can come do one of my presentations. I'd benefit from it. But great job. This was really nice.
Well, I didn't write very much, which is a good thing because I was so focused on your presentation. So kudos to you. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Every time I see you guys present, you level up. And it's another term that you relating to your industry. So yeah, you are one of the most impressive teams when it comes to your presentation and your pitch deck. I am just amazed. I would like to hire you. If I ever need your help, please. I'd love to talk with you guys. But that being said, there's not much negative things about your presentation. I mean, I saw all positive things. You're getting in contact with customers. You're making that effort. You want to go out to conventions. I think that's where you're going to hit home. That's where you're going to get a lot of your clientele.
Yeah, we ran our ad. We got close to no list that we went to a convention. We had many different people actually engaging with us and thinking this was a good idea. And right now we have three different potential customers that we're in the talks with that will hopefully become buying customers. So we're so close to getting our first client.
I think you're going to have them say yes, all three of them. If you present like you did today, I would even be on the call with you to even bring them over the line if you want my help, because I want to support you guys. You have so much talent here that I don't want it to go to waste. I want you to have clientele. I want you to have clients. I want you to have a work experience, and I think that you're ready. I think you absolutely are. So that being said, I'm going to let some other judges take over, but great job. Always impressed. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Yes. Echo. So number one, I just looked on your landing page. You guys put a lot of effort into it. I am clicking on your Instagram. You have an event coming up. I mean, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Your pages here that talk about your team, love it, because there's a lot of personality in it. It gives us a little insight into you all and what it is that you're passionate about. My question, I think, is if I want your help, are there options? Is it I need your help because I have an event that I want you to really push out there, or I want your help for a year because I want to, boost up my following. I don't know.
That's a good question. If we look at on our offers, we actually are focusing. So when it comes to that, we offer. So we're selling hours of social media management. So when so that could be depending on how much you need, how many. Like if you want your social media to be almost every day, responding to comments, getting your posts out there, then you would probably spend a little bit more. If you need something on your website, and it's like an event, a blog post that needs to be pushed out there, an event you're doing, then you would pay for website management, and we would do that for you. We would make blog posts, push it out there. We are talking about doing contracts, although we're not 100% on how that would work. And also we would do singular items. So if you just need hey, I just need a poster real quick, you come to us, our online store, we purchase it, and then we would respond back to you on which on the product page. You would type in what you want. We would ask you questions if needed, and then we would give you your poster, hopefully at a relative amount of time. But a lot of this stuff we're mostly focusing on these three, since they're these could be monthly charges, and these can be contracted as well.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I was just wondering, for some of these, is it hourly? I want your help, and I'm gonna pay you this fee, but you guys are gonna put in X amount of hours on that particular, project or whatever. But ultimately, I'm super excited because I see you guys actually doing this. So really well done.
Mm-hmm. So can you go back? You had $550 price point. So I guess I need some clarity over the $550. I think go back to what Tara was saying. As I said, I don't know what that $550 is. So you're using that in your metrics and coming up with these revenue numbers, but I don't understand what the specific $550 came from. So my point is I don't understand the pricing model. So I don't know if that high or low. What do I get for 550? Do I need all this for 550? So good point. I gave a point of view is I think there needs to be some kind of level of understanding about website design or this or that or whatever. So I think I just need some more clarity about where the pricing comes in and having some
menu, like a menu of options.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because then you have an idea. Then me as a customer have an idea. Okay, I need some website help. It's going to cost this. But then maybe I need some social media. Then it's going to cost me this, and then so forth and so on. So I think we just need some more clarity on that.
I could actually clarify this up for you if you want. So we chose $550 because that would be like the baseline. That's where we want to set that because obviously if you were one of our clients, we more want to talk about your budget and what you would want. So there'd be like either a 2-on-1 discussion or a 1-on-1 discussion. We talk about what you would need, how much is affordable to you. So essentially, we want to check as many boxes as we can with you to make sure that it's safe for you. You put a safe amount of money in it for you so that it's not entirely lost for you. So that's just a baseline number for how much we would charge.
Okay, I get an understanding of what you're saying. Kind of like an average, a high level, whatever you're doing. But I think the point is, just have some kind of plan so that people can have an understanding. It does two things. It talks about the depth and breadth of what you can offer, but it also allows the person to say, hey, I might not need all that, but now I can piecemeal it, I can put it on my cart, or you can do, hey, package deals or whatever. So just maybe have some clarity.
We've changed our prices a few times because we've overcharged. But right now we're not having a set amount because we realize that we need to figure out what our client needs. So every business is going to need something different. So we chose 550 since that is around a little bit less than average of how much a company would usually spend on marketing.
I get your point. Can you go to the financials again about your cost? Okay, so we have starting costs. So you have $18,000 for administrative costs, consulting fees, and so forth, and marketing costs, and so forth, and then you have $988,000. So walk me through the difference on this one versus this one.
So in our startup costs, these are stuff we buy on the app, so stuff like computers, so we can continue doing website management design. Equipment, so that when we have to, we can go out to conventions for companies and film videos for them, so we can make video advertisements. Stuff to make the licenses, our business license, our company,
Company equipment?
our copyright and our website management, our website domain.
Okay, there's $980,000.
That would be for traveling costs, equipment for online equipment such as Adobe, Canva, and stuff like that. So we can make the designs, make websites, stuff for video ads, or video editing, and storage, so we can actually hold all the graphic ads, videos inside of our computers, and also have a salesperson so we can come with us and help get clients with us.
So you're trying to raise $988,000.
Yes.
And you're asking 175 or 12.5%.
We have a lot. This number is really big. This is our ideal estimate, so stuff that we want to have to be on our good free, going out to conventions, going out to outside of state.
Can you be successful without the $988,000?
Yes, our company is very low.
Okay, so you might want to do that. That's a big jump. That's a lot of money. I mean, when I saw that, it's like, okay, $988,000, that's almost $1 billion you're going to try to raise. And it's a pretty niche market, so you're going to have to go after some investors that have a really savvy understanding of this very niche market versus somebody who would give $1 million to something that's a bigger market. So just something to consider. That's a big ask. It's a big number. So if I was an investor, I would have a really hard time.
I would almost add a pie that was expenses because it's not really salaries if it's describing all the things you just said, traveling. Those are almost your costs for working the program. That's not what you're paying yourself.
No, I understand that. It's still a big ask.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of money. I mean, it's a very niche market. You're going to have to go to an investor that has a very understanding of that, which is a very very small group, and then we're going to say that's a lot of money. You know, and then I have to say is the other thing is I don't know what my return is. I don't know what you know your year, 2 year, 3 year. I don't know if you put the 1 year, 2 year, 3 revenues in there.
We'll put it on our website.
You did, okay. That's the only thing I'm having is that it's just from the final point. I think everything you said is pretty cool. I mean, I agree with you on that. But it's in order to get to where all these people are saying is you gotta have money. It's really gonna. I mean, it's a beautiful. But if we don't get the money, you'll have a hard time. And I just want to make sure is that you have a step process where you have a way that you can get get up to there. But I think the $1 million app right off the bat is that's just my because it's such a big one. But going back to I think that you have a market, absolutely. I think people that in the stores have no clue about website design. So what they do is you can mention you show someone off this and do like an elevator pitch on an iPad that you can mention. You do it for a little less than 3 minutes and just get there in seconds. Absolutely. But I'm just what the concern is you got these people that don't have the money to dig down, but that's the only thing.
Can I add a point? Do you know how much Comic-Con brings in just San Diego?
I'm not sure, but I know it's a lot.
$165 million in overall revenue for the city. That's a lot of money. So if you're going to each Comic-Con event because they have them in Sacramento, and that's really where you want to be, right?
Yeah, you want to be where Sacramento, San Jose, the big areas. Those have most stores in California, and they have the most conventions.
So there's a big demographic. I mean, there's.
We actually have no competitors in our niche market. We looked up online, and it was just a bunch of either marketing courses or just general marketing companies, such as Zeus or Talent. So we have no, and also somewhat of Flip Labs, but they're also kind of all over their entire state. We're industry specific. So.
Yeah, and you can tell from your presentation that really connects with them. So, yeah, good.
Love your guys' presentation. You made me want to play my Magic the Gathering card when I get back home. Love the energy, love the very nicheness of the market. Just to echo what was said before, at least to me, when I hear presentations, when someone's salaries, if it is really salaries of what the team being paid, it makes me, if I was an investor, very nervous. Because essentially on my dime, you are already getting your salary. You're already making your money, and that's not directly going back to business. So if most of that salary is expense, very much explain that. It gives me more confident of they're not robbing me blind and taking off of the money to Cuba. They very much, this is necessary. $1 million is a crazy amount to raise. I will say your business model, I have seen in practice in other industries. Some of the judges might know about a colleague of mine who did it in the car meat industry in the Central Valley. They held car meat events. Events went great. They gained partnerships, access to bigger events, and now they're able to start doing marketing for some of these businesses they either worked with before or just side work of doing marketing for adjacent businesses that are not necessarily car related. So the model is very much doable. I would say bootstrapping, and again, everyone else saying the conventions is where you're going to make your money. That's your bread and butter for sure. Besides that, for next presentation, love the presentation. I would love to see more of what some of your posts or maybe video edits or something like that. So either I as an investor or potential customer could get a sense of what's the kind of marketing you have. Is it whimsical? Is it serious? Is it trying to be like a movie trailer? Just so I know if that fills the vibe if I own a car shop myself. But that's all I really got to add. Love the thematics.
I had to go last. I feel like I am the one here who would be most likely to work with you guys, as I own an escape room and I have my own card game company. I sell card games out of my own shop, as well as 2 other shops here in town and 5 others nationwide, which is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have margin for you guys. And based on my friends, I wouldn't know that they would have the margin for you guys either, because it's very slim margins when you're selling products, and Hasbro and Mattel squeeze them out of every little red cent dime and gives it all to Target in. So you guys have, I think, an uphill battle from the get-go. I think that I'm going to echo a lot of what everyone else is going to say, so I'm going to try to only keep it very brief. But you would have a lot better fighting chance if you guys focus on that you guys are cost effective. You guys can get started for far less than $1 million. I would not really throw that out there. I would focus on what you need and really hammer on that we are a low cost, high margin deal. All we offer is services, and these businesses can't do these services, so we'll provide them. But being on that side, I don't exactly know as an established business what you guys would be able to help me out with. If you had actual visuals of things that you've done before and videos that I could see, maybe that'd be a different story. I would also need to see that not only can you produce these great visuals and these great stories, but they actually do bring in clients and customers. It doesn't matter if I'm in Fresno and this video is getting popular in Kansas City, Missouri. It doesn't really help me. And it doesn't really help me if I'm spending $550 if 100,000 views are going to be from bots or AI that Meta has created. So a lot of this for me, I'm saying it's tough for me to want to work with you guys. And it's nothing against you at all. I think this is a fantastic presentation. I'm just thinking that there's not exactly enough of a unique value proposition for me or other of these struggling card or game shop companies to see what this has that will really garner them the profits that they want. I've been to game conventions as well, and I've seen what it's like to sell there. I haven't been there in your shoes, obviously, but I've seen many companies like you there. And I'm going to say, as the smallest fish in the pond, the only marketing that I was wanting to work with was the ones that were already successful. The ones that I've already shown I can take your product from here to there, from A to B. If you want to get a Kickstarter, this is the Kickstarter company, right? They have those companies at the conventions that I go to. And so if I do need a guaranteed Kickstarter win, I can pay foot over money to give them and to get the win, right? But for you guys, it's much more of a risk, because I don't know from this presentation and from what we've seen that you guys have a knockout head. And if you guys do, then use that, market it, show everything that you guys can, and show just how much revenue you guys have actually brought into your clients that you guys are talking with. Because a big issue is that they're going to spend a ticket on you guys, and they don't ever really see that money come back in. And especially for marketing, you won't necessarily know if it's having any effect until 3 months in, until 6 months in. To your credit, though, if you guys can operate on low margins and get in there and get them views, that'd be awesome. There's a guy who tried to sell me SafeMart coupon receipts and get my name on the back of coupon receipts for twice the amount that you guys were charging. And that was just coupons.
Yeah.
Right? And that's me discounting my own product to get out there. And I'm not doing that deal. I don't think it's a good deal.
Yeah. But
I'm saying that there's people out there already doing what you're doing, kind of even not good. So there's probably a way to do it. I just don't specifically know in my little niche. But every game store is different. You talk to the game stores in Bakersfield, they're going to operate separate, a little bit different than Fresno. There's a reason why I'm not in every store in Fresno, but a few. So each one is going to have their own different needs that you guys can maybe fit in. They make a few cents on every card they sell, and that's really difficult to make more money for you guys on top.
We're also actually having a proven product. We're actually trying to work for free, like the first few clients, first few works, and then we're going to show, hey, you put no money into this, we're going to do something for free, and then if it has a return, then you can use that to sell of other clients. So we can say, whether you do it free for them, or you do this for them, and we got this result. So that the clients that are going to work with us have low risk, and we get a little extra boost on our statistics.
And that sounds great on paper, and unfortunately, it only sounds great on paper. Because for me, I've done those deals before. I've been in your guys' shoes more than you understand. And a lot of times, businesses will gladly take free labor from students if that means that they don't have to pay you. So if they're saying that they're going to pay you, that's great. get in writing, get it confirmed, or whatever it is that they will say verbally, yes, you guys will get paid by the end of this. Otherwise, more often than not, a lot of companies will gladly take the free labor from talented students and use it for their own gain, say that they didn't exactly get the results that they wanted, and then not ever pay. So I don't know your situation. I just know from my own personal experience getting burnt, that's what's happened to me. So please take that as you will.